Hello?
All right, we're set to whisper settings.
Cool.
Hey guys, this is Ryan,
And this is Anthony from Sinasoid.
and we're coming at you live from the Nashville International Airport.
BNA.
BNA is the abbreviation.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how, but it is.
BNA.
Nashville.
I get the NA part.
Yeah, it's a silent B, I think.
Don't make me laugh too hard. We're set to whisper settings on the recorder here. So we survived NAMM.
Only just, but we
Only
made it.
just. I
Only
mean, you
just.
were here a day less than me, so I guess that.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't complain.
I'm the true survivor.
You are.
And you were late to the party, I guess, by half a day.
True.
So this is neither of our first NAMM, right? You were winter.
This is my fourth.
This is my fourth too.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Look at us.
We're
Friends for life.
8 years of combined experience, almost a decade.
Yeah. See you 2018.
2018 summer NAMM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess there isn't another NAMM this year, huh?
Yeah, not so
It's
much.
over.
I guess
Yeah.
that's okay.
I'm
okay
not-
with that.
I'm not convinced I'm going to go back to summer NAMM next year.
Yeah.
I might do winter NAMM for like a day next year.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to get a little burned out on it. How do you feel?
Yeah. No, mostly it's just to see friends and reconnect with some of these cool companies that we work with.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun to like hang out with the company
Yeah.
people and like
Big time.
all the friends that you meet over time.
Big time. Yeah.
But then I did 3 days of it.
Yeah. I think 3 is a little.
It's rough.
Yeah.
And then when we
yeah.
do winter NAMM, it's like 4 days or something.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe a day and a half on the floor is more than enough to get your work done.
Especially for summer NAMM where the floor is a lot smaller.
So tiny, yeah. And then you get your gravy time to, goof around and, walk around with huge cutouts of people.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the Blake cutout.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Don't be afraid to hold the mic a little closer.
Okay,
There
my
you
bad.
go.
Hello.
We're on whisper settings here. Yeah, even though I'm wrecked now, I have a blast every time. I had a blast this year. It was a different
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Summer NAMM before, so like doing the Nashville thing was a lot of fun, like being in a new city.
Yeah, it's a nice city.
It is a nice
It's a very nice city, actually.
It's kind of like San Diego's very spread out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge city, but it's like spread out like all over
Yeah.
the place. And like
Yeah.
Nashville seems to be really central.
Right. I don't think we drove longer than 15 minutes ever.
No, and we were
Which is
kind of
cool.
like, we were in the city and then we were out in the suburbs
Yeah.
and kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Got some good food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to post a video, hopefully before this episode airs, of our hot chicken experience.
It was a good experience
It was.
overall.
I almost went and got more hot chicken with Clifton this morning.
Oh, really?
Because we left NAMM early. He was going to drive me to the airport.
Oh, that's right.
And then I got the notice that my flight was delayed. I was like,
Right.
well, let's go get lunch, and then you can take me back to NAMM, and then you can go home.
Right.
So we headed towards Hattie B's just to see what all the fuss was about, because that's like the big touristy
Yeah,
hot chicken place.
it's on everyone's
There was
recommend
literally
list.
a line around the block for this place.
Yeesh.
At like 11 o'clock in the morning or something like that?
Dang, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we skipped out on that and went and got burgers at Cookout.
Cooking out.
which was nice. It was an okay burger.
Yeah.
But I really liked the hot chicken, and I wouldn't have mind being soaked in sweat for the rest
One
of
more time.
One more time for the rest of my travel
with
day.
feeling. Yeah. Ugh. Gosh.
That's
Imagine if you had the hot chicken sweats and then been on that flight to Orlando and then that reverse flight to San Diego.
Oh, to Orlando, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, my flight got all screwed up, and when I got the notice got the notice that it was delayed until 6:30. It's like, well, I'm not going to go to the airport and wait for 4 hours. That's
Right.
stupid.
Right.
So I just went straight back to NAMM.
Yeah.
Then I get to the airport, and the lady's like, "Oh, you should have been here. We just stuck everyone on an airplane to Orlando that was going to connect to a flight direct to San Diego." I was like, "Well, dang it."
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess.
Yeah.
but
And then she's like, "I don't know if I'll get you back to San Diego today. You might be going there tomorrow." It's like, holy hell.
just trying to
I
get
just
home.
screwed myself out of a short flight, I guess.
Yeah.
But she ended up finding me something that hopefully works out.
Yeah.
By way of Denver.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
And then you're flying to San Francisco.
I am flying to San Francisco for, well, it was supposed to be a 1 hour layover or 45 minutes or something at 10 p.m., which is useless. and I get home to Seattle at like 1 something in
Yeah.
the morning. Well, like, how am I supposed to get home then? I don't know. So I extended my layover by 22 hours.
Nice.
And so I'll actually have time to do things and, be a person.
You have friends in the area or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What do you like to do in San Francisco?
Honestly, just walk around.
Yeah.
Like, there are a couple restaurants that I like, or a couple like cafes or whatever that I try to make stops at. But
Nice.
otherwise, just enjoy
out.
company. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Do something non-guitar related for a day, and then go back to work on Monday.
So apparently at NAMM, I kept finding myself in close proximity to like emo stars that I'm not completely familiar with.
Yeah.
And so like people could go like, oh, this person over here, and I like take a picture and like post it on my wall and be like, you guys know who this is? Is apparently some band everyone likes.
Yeah, some dude. Yeah.
Who is the guy today?
Today we saw Jesse Lacey of Brand New.
All right.
Who is in my top 3 favorite songwriters.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he's spectacular, and I know he's kind of a private dude, so I didn't want to barge in and like, oh my gosh, big fan, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't get starstruck much, but I was definitely like feeling the butterflies a little there.
I could see the look in your eye. And I snapped a picture of you with like your back to him and like.
Yeah.
You had that look like, I'm afraid to look upon him.
I can't look directly at him without my sunglasses. Yeah, Jesse's great, and he's just such a talented guy. He's released records 10 or something years ago that I still listen to very regularly. So, and then we saw Arun, I think is how you say it.
I don't know who these people are.
He was the guitarist for Saves the Day,
right?
Which we had a little bit of a freak out on the podcast Facebook group. One of them last night. That dude writes some really, really nice solos, and he's got such sweet tones. And
so that one was interesting because I was talking to Joel Corte from Chase Bliss.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden that guy like comes up behind us, taps him on the shoulder. Joel turns around, and he's like, "Hey, I'm this guy. What did you say the band is?
Saves the Day.
Hey, I'm this guy from Saves the Day.
Right.
I really like your pedals." And so Joel obviously flips around like, "Oh, okay, let me talk to this guy."
See you later, Ryan.
I look over at you dudes like, is this somebody? Am I supposed to know who this is? And your guys all have your jaws on the floor. And like, oh, okay, I guess it's somebody.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's a great guy. I mean, he's a great guitarist. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure
might
he's
be
a great guy
terrible
too.
person.
Who knows?
He seemed all right in the 15
Well,
seconds I overheard him talking to someone I know.
Yeah.
I think that's enough time to judge someone's character.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
You know what? For sure.
Yeah. And then I met. I got introduced to a girl from the band Isley by Josh Scott.
Elle Puckett.
Yeah.
Elle Puckett. Yeah.
She was around NAMM the whole time. Like
I can't believe I missed her.
All 3 days I saw her.
Yeah.
Like hanging out.
She's there. She and her sister are both very talented. That sounded really creepy. It's just because I'm tired. Sorry. Whoa.
It didn't sound that creepy. I mean,
All
you've
right.
got a talented sister. There's nothing wrong with that.
They had a band, which is I'm not just pulling that out of thin air. They had a band on Tooth and Nail a little while ago, and I don't think that's anything anymore. But so she's playing in Isley now, which is cool.
Cool.
Yeah, Isley's great.
I noticed in general, like I saw a lot more, like lady players, like actual legit musicians
which is
at
awesome.
Summer NAMM. Yeah.
We need more of that.
Yeah, there was only one booth I saw where the women were furniture, which is unfortunate.
Oh gosh, yeah. We're not going to say names.
Some amp company that I can't remember the name.
I kind of remember.
Like it was something like generic, like Bulldog amps or something like that.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. If there's a Bulldog amps out there, and it wasn't you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to slander you.
Hey, and if it was you, what the heck, man?
Yeah. Get lady musicians.
Yeah.
It really worked. Like every booth I saw that had like a lady musician playing, like people were piled around it because they were ripping it up.
Yeah,
There were some like older women, like grandma age.
Oh, really?
A guy I met who's connected to Lance from Gear Talk. But he had footage of this lady like shredding at some booth, and she looks like one of the ants from what was the TGIF show where two families combine and they all have like 3 different kids.
Oh gosh.
It wasn't. Shoot. It had Suzanne Summers in it.
I'm not gonna know.
Man, I wish I could remember.
I'm not gonna know.
The lady looked like the ants from that show. Someone who's listening is screaming the name of the show right now.
Yeah.
Was it Step by Step?
Sure.
No, because that was the one with
my
Urkel.
knowledge of TV shows is limited
Okay, well, you cover the emo knowledge. I'll cover the TV show knowledge, which apparently I don't even have.
Well, I'm pulling my weight. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm the slacker.
Man.
The Sinasoid provided the lodging this trip.
Yeah, it was fun.
Clifton Worley Show provided the transportation.
Yeah.
And I just hung out.
Yeah, no, you told us that the piano player was playing Gloria Estefan. That was important.
Yeah.
Feeling hot.
Yeah, but we went and cruised like the main party strip last night. Just drove down it, and there was some like dueling piano bar blaring onto the street, and just the whitest voice you've ever heard going like, feeling hot,
like almost not singing.
Feeling hot.
Oh,
like it was so
it was
white.
very, very cringe. My favorite was I think he stopped between verses and said like, everybody say woo, and then this one girl on the deck goes woo, and
feeling
everyone
hot,
else just
hot.
kind of hanging around. That was kind of surreal.
Yeah.
Surreal.
I got to have that beef brisket last night. I was stoked on that.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't even know what that truck was or like.
Yeah, I didn't even catch the name of it.
Yeah, but that was some nice brisket.
Super legit. Yeah, it was like $20 for a pound or something like that, but it was super worth it.
Yeah, well, it kept you full for like 20 hours.
I skipped breakfast, just packed full of meat. I was at we went to the Old Blood Noise Works.
Oh, it's the Circle of Two.
Circle of Two.
Hosted by Dwarfcraft, Fuzzrocious, Old Blood, Chase Bliss, and Eastside Music Supply.
Yeah. They've done that party in Anaheim before, and it's it's pretty fun, kind of casual, hang out. Like people like make like noisy like ambient loops and like bounce off of each other with a pile of pedals and
it's pretty cool. And
food
like,
and beer and stuff.
It's kind of surreal because they film it and everyone's just silent in the shop. And you're just hearing these like monstrous waves of sound, and then like they'll loop that, and then they'll play like kind of a melody over it, and it's kind of like you close your eyes and like you're exhausted from the day, and you're like, this is all right.
There was something just kind of more relaxing about the whole thing versus what happens at in Anaheim for Winter NAMM.
Yeah.
Anaheim is like
full volume,
more like a cocaine party, the whole time, and this is more of like an opium party.
Sure.
It's hotter. It's more humid. Everyone's just taking it slow. And it's quieter too in NAMM, and everyone's just more relaxed.
I don't think I had to shout. Many times.
I mean, my voice is wrecked, but it's just because talking. It wasn't from shouting.
Right. I had some funny voice cracks on the lift ride from NAMM to the airport.
Yeah.
Our driver was real fun and nice.
She was really fun.
Yeah.
A little awkward at a couple of parts.
Yeah, we had some poop talk.
Yeah,
that's because she's a nurse.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about spicy food, and she's like, "Oh, that'll clean your colon out." And like, it absolutely did.
Yeah,
sparkling clean.
Can confirm. Whoa.
Yeah, no. You're listening to 60 Cycle Hum, the colon cleansing podcast.
Yeah, that's the line, right?
That is the line, officially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
I mean, it says it on my shirt right here.
So it does.
Yeah, that's why I get all those funny looks. The colon cleansing podcast.
So what are you even doing here? What are you doing here?
Why did we go to NAMM?
Yeah.
What was your favorite gear? At NAMM this year.
Man, so there was a lot of cool stuff, I will say. Two pedals that especially were cool that I hadn't seen at all.
I mean, you got to say that. Oh, you got the airport talking.
On Swiss Air and left your peak roller bag at International.
Boston found information.
Yeah. We got a spill on aisle 7.
On Swiss Air. Please go back to claim your peak roller bag.
All right, so I ran into Ryan McKay, Yellow Cake pedals.
Nice.
And I saw his Lita machine, which was really cool, and it's got some cool artwork. And
is that the one with all the knobs and like it makes a crazy noise?
Yeah,
it's like a crazy modulation.
It was something. And he told, it won Day 2's Editor's Choice.
Nice.
Piece of equipment, which is awesome. And I love that. I love Ryan. He's a great dude. Ryan McKay. You're all right.
Yeah. There's a
and
lot of Ryans.
There
at
are a lot
NAMM.
of Ryans.
I've
There were
noticed
a lot
that.
of Ryans.
There's a full saturation of Ryans.
Just
Yeah,
arrived off
okay.
Swiss Air and left a pink
We can
roll
keep
bag
talking. The
in
mic
a
won't pick that up.
Okay, cool. And the other one that was cool was the White Cap from Old Blood, which is like a really dynamic tap trem. And I hadn't heard anything about either of those pedals.
Huh.
Mostly because I'm, busy doing stuff at work.
Yeah, I haven't heard of the White Cap.
Yeah,
I didn't get to try it out.
It was just really flexible, and Dan over at Old Blood.
Was it like in a rubber box or something?
No, it was like it looked like a finished.
That was a flexible joke.
Boo, boo, boo. No. It was like I think they're planning to launch it in a couple months here, but
Okay.
really, really powerful. Just cool sounding, cool looking pedal, and that's really what they do.
Nice.
Old Blood Noise Endeavors. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play the ARP.
The ARP is fun.
From Walrus, but that looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how come neither of your options were the 50-50? I mean, like.
Well, I didn't even see it.
You can level with me. Like, I've got it in my bag if you want.
I'm going to look you in the eye right now
just
and tell
kidding.
you I haven't even seen the 50-50 in person.
Just giving you a hard time, man.
Yeah,
It's okay.
so I'm gonna turn this on you. Why haven't you shown it to me?
The TSA agent wanted to look at it.
And I think she wanted to play it.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
what it was.
Like, she went through my bag pretty thoroughly and like put the bomb sniffing paper through there to see what was up.
Bomb sniffing
She's
paper.
like, can I open up this this box here? And I was like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Please open it. And she opened it up and she had this look on her face like, oh, I know exactly what this is. And
She does.
I really like this and I want more information. So
And-
I was about to start telling her and
Yeah.
she's like, you can go. All right, okay.
She understands. She knows.
She already
She probably
knew.
listens to the podcast.
Probably.
She's probably in the inner circle.
I'm looking around to see if she's here, like eavesdropping on us. Yeah, there's some cool stuff at NAMM. I got to check out the Boss Mini Katana, which was interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
It's got some of the
Katana life?
sounds. It's got some sounds of the regular Katana, but it does definitely sound like a battery amp. Like
yeah.
in the demo that some guy did to launch it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, it just sounds like an incredible amp. He's got like a fancy mic on it or something. And he did something to make it not sound like a battery amp because
Yeah.
it totally does.
You can usually sniff that out.
Which it is. It's a
Yeah.
battery amp, which
Yeah.
is like, I would have been amazed if it sounded like just
how you
just a
thought it might
scaled
sound.
down Katana.
Yeah.
But it has those sounds in it, and it sounds decent. It sounds good. It sounds like you could probably run pedals through it. And,
Yeah. Maybe
and
a
do
little
pretty
practice
decent.
amp or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was cool. Got to interview one of the guys from Boss and talk about the
Yeah.
Katana.
Yeah.
I got to meet that guy that I did the first interview with on the plane. I got to meet up with him and try out.
yeah, your plane buddy.
Try out his pedal with his like quantum transistor in it or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It sounded really good.
Okay,
Really amp-like.
Good.
Trying to remember what else I really liked the L pedal from Big Ear NYC.
I didn't see that.
It's like a reverb pedal.
Okay.
And it's like a hybrid sound between like the vintage, like drippy, like springy sort of stuff I love, and like a really ambient modulated sound. So I'm really interested in it.
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
going to try to track one down and do a demo of it.
Yeah. Did you see that? Not an amp profiler, is a cab profiler that was next to JHS. Can't remember the name of it, but people were crowded.
Oh,
around
it was
that.
across the aisle from him, huh?
Yeah,
Like
Universal Audio.
They had a
I
bunch of
think.
amps in there, and then it's like a box. It
Yeah.
looks like an amp head, but it's something else.
Right.
I didn't look at it. I assumed it was like a fancy, like a what is it called when you put like attenuator?
Oh yeah, it does that too.
It does that too.
So it basically you can crank your head into it, and it'll attenuate and put out. You can use it as a headphone amp, or you can just use it conventionally as like a cab out, basically.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
So it's a big power soak, so that you can like run headphones quietly with a full size amp.
Yeah, with
and-
your nice 2B.
It looked like a pretty piece of equipment. Like it was
Yeah,
really
it
attractive.
was really
looking.
beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, they're responsible for some other piece of equipment that everyone likes, but I can't remember what it is. But
I saw
anyway.
some cool stuff from Electro Harmonics that's not even announced yet.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I have an episode in the can I can't release until they announce it.
Oh wow.
At least it wouldn't be nice to do it because then they wouldn't want to work with me ever.
Yeah, that's
Not that
not
they're working
ideal.
with me now because they're not.
Soon.
They let me
Soon.
talk to them with mics and said, and I promised I wouldn't release it early.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
That's good.
Saw Mike Matthews sitting around today.
Yeah. Cigar hanging out his mouth.
Yeah, that guy hasn't aged a year in the 4 years I've seen him. He looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Hasn't aged a day, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks the same every year, just like a crazy old man with giant white hair and that like baseball bat sized stogie that he always
Yeah,
has.
I don't know. I guess it's part of his personal brand now, which
I
is cool.
guess so. I wonder if he ever lights them or if he just always has like a
Yeah.
unlit stogie in his mouth.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, EHX is doing it big, so he can do whatever he darn well pleases.
If I was Mike Matthews, I would do whatever I want, whenever I wanted.
And he does. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah, yeah.
We met a lot of cool people.
We did.
And we got to reconnect with a lot of old friends and stuff.
Yeah, we did.
NAMM's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else
NAMM
to
is
say?
awesome.
Other than that, just NAMM's cool.
NAMM is cool.
Yeah. had some good food,
Yeah.
good friends.
Yeah.
Heard some really good music. It was a
We
little
did.
little
We did.
intimidating, like just how many good musicians are around in NAMM.
Oh gosh, yeah. You can't like throw a rock without hitting someone who's just
I did throw a rock and I hit like 2 musicians and they were pissed at me.
so, not recommended, but you can try it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can try our hypothesis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My thing today, as I was getting too tired to think straight and like make reasonable conversations with people at NAMM, I started to walk around and just take pictures of all the straps
Oh
at
yeah.
NAMM.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
all those-
Straps of NAMM. Which,
all the ugly straps.
yeah. There's
Like,
some interesting ones.
there's some really pretty straps at NAMM that were really cool, like original fuzz and soldier straps,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and even Levy's had some really nice looking straps.
Oh, yeah?
But
Okay.
then Levy's is in that middle ground where they also have a lot
They've
of
got some
ugly straps.
really just why.
Yeah,
Really
why
just
are you doing
how?
that?
Like how did you get that?
Yeah. And then there's a couple brands that are like almost like completely dedicated to the art of the ugly strap. Like that's all they make. It's just
And you know what?
hideous
Do you.
straps.
Do
Yeah,
y'all.
Do you?
Y'all do y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm starting to have this a little like tingle in the creative part of my head or the habitually buying part of my head anyways. It's like start collecting ugly straps. Like, get a collection going.
I want you to have a walk-in closet just of nonsense straps and like police line do not cross or
Yeah.
like
It all starts with that purple lightning bolt strap. You
Yes.
get that, and then like
Yes.
it's all downhill from there.
yep,
you
yep.
know.
Or uphill, depending
Uphill,
on how you
yeah,
look
yeah.
at it.
I got to get that
Like correctly. Look at it correctly. Uphill.
explicit content warning
Oh yeah.
strap. That was pretty
Parental
cool.
advisory.
Parental advisory.
Gosh. How? Why?
Maybe we'll start a wheel of straps contest. Everyone can send their straps in.
Actually, I have one that's just studded. Like it's got those
my
like
gosh.
pyramids. I don't know how I got
so
it. but
punk rock.
I know. This is a dude who plays at church.
I've got one that David Chote gave me.
Oh yeah.
That is fuzzy like a bear, like thick, like the
you cut a
hairs.
strip from Chewbacca.
The hairs are like 4 inches long each. Like it's
Wow.
really fuzzy. I can only wear it in the winter because it's so hot.
Well, if you need it, you need it.
Exactly.
So
Keep
yeah.
that one on my bass guitar.
There you
It helps the low end, like helps smooth it out, I guess.
no, that's science.
Yeah, it is science.
That's science.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
for sure.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Good hangs.
Yeah,
Good
we're just
hangs.
gonna
Good
chill,
changs.
chill in the National International Airport.
Yeah, BNA.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Denver.
And I'm going to San
Anthony's
Francisco.
Going to San Francisco,
Yeah.
and gonna do our thing. So thanks for hosting us, by the way.
Yeah, man. Thanks for all the witty banter.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
And thanks to Clifton Worley for driving us around.
Yeah, Clifton, what's up, man?
Caitlin,
He's not here.
come back to the table.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Pour one out for Clifton.
He's got to go. He's got to go. So
Yeah, someone was trying to beg for
Oh,
change
man.
from him at the gas station. I was like very aggressively following him
yeah,
into the car.
I thought he was going to open the door, which was really
Yeah.
actually kind of scary.
And as we're driving away, the guy's got his hand by the window.
Yeah,
like
the
going,
open
two-
driver window.
Just 2 quarters. And Clifton's like, I gotta go.
As we're like pulling away, and he's like screeching out of the gas station, and Ryan and I are just like nervous laughing. I think, like it was just nervous laughing,
Oh,
and then
totally.
it was open, genuine laughing.
Yeah.
just because his "I gotta go" was so Convincing. I gotta go.
All right, and with that, we'll leave you.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Thanks for listening. We gotta go. Goodbye.
Goodbye.